Again, dates here, 1st November 2000. I'm not that guy from Dil Chahta.
No, that's
With the heart-shaped balloon. Welcome to Popcorn Pixel. My name is Nidhi Sahani. Good morning, first of all. How's everyone?
Morning.
Good morning.
All good. How are you?
I'm good. I'm very excited. So I want to start by saying it's very refreshing to have an entire team. Half of the team, we will see the entire team later as well, but it's very refreshing to have a team doing interviews as opposed to just actors, which is very rare. So thank you all for doing this together so we can actually get some behind the scene understanding of the making. Talking about making, it is a very collaborative experience, right? As collaborators, especially the three of you, how do you figure out who your collaborators will be in terms of writers, directors, even streaming partners? How is that process taken care of for a successful output?
So it all started with Mr. Hussain Zaidi coming to us with a fictional story. And from there on, we had to sort of, Farhan, Ritesh and myself had to figure out who the creators on this show would be, who would come in and develop it further. And we've worked with Shujaat in the past, and we thought of Shujaat and Renzil, and they came in. We set up a writer's room, got the whole process going. At Excel, all three of us are creative producers, so we are involved in the creative process along with the team. But then once Shujaat came in, and he sort of took over, so I'm going to let Shujaat take over from here.
Once you have the word on the paper and you start translating that into screen, you have to kind of come together and pick your team members. There are lots of factors once it comes to collaborations. It's people you're comfortable with, the sensibilities, and you understand how everyone works. That is how you pick and choose your crew. The actors, of course, the casting of it was a long process because it is quite a huge canvas of characters in the series. And we went through the entire grime of picking the best people we thought would do justice to the part. And of course, the rest of the crew, my production designer, Nitin Gaikwad, costume stylist, Ziba, my DOP, John Schmidt, umpteen number of conversations and research and intricate detailing has gone into it, and everyone was on board to create this world and transport the viewers back into that era and time.
Farhan, would you like to add?
I think they pretty much summed everything up. I don't think there's anything for me, honestly, to add. But I mean, genuinely, my belief is that the stories also attract people, who are right for it. That kind of happens. If scripts have their own destiny. And it's fallen into the right hands. It's been performed by the right actors. So it just feels really good.
Amazing. Avinash, did you audition for the role?
I did.
Did you? Okay.
Yeah, I still remember the date.
Please tell us more about that.
7th Feb 2019.
It's been a while then.
It's been a while, yes. This one took a little while to finally come here. We started shooting in 2020 though. There was a 8-month lean period where I didn't hear back from Shujaat.
While I was flirting with other actors.
And in fact, I remember very clearly doing the test and almost claiming it, saying that this is for me. And then 8 months of complete silence. So of course I felt I was wrong about it until I finally heard from him. And since then we started. I think again, dates here, 1st November 2000. I'm not that guy from Dil Chahta.
With the heart-shaped balloon.
So yeah, 1st November, because these were very important dates for me.
Yeah,
So 1st November 2019, I remember shaving off the mustache, and I'm saying, so I'm starting off now gaining weight, and I gained some weight, and now here we are, ready for our global premiere.
Amazing. Why London for a premiere though?
Why not?
But it's Bambai Meri Jaan, so Bambai would be apt.
No, the thing is that what's really interesting is, excuse me, over the last 2 or 3 years, what even we've seen, and of course from what Amazon has spoken to us about, is there is an increasing market for Indian content the world over. Also, I mean, of course, you know what's going on in the US right now with all the strikes. So, I mean, it's not possible right now to really go there and do any kind of promoting.
Right.
Just to like kind of take this story of what this show means to us and what it can potentially mean for people who will enjoy the entertainment quotient of it the world over. We thought it would be nice to like kind of reach out, you know, and speak to like a different audience, you know, through different channels that maybe when we are only speaking about a show in India that maybe doesn't reach them. So that's really what it's for.
Speaking of the medium, you did mention Amazon as your streaming partner.
Yeah.
I kind of want to understand the background of the creative process of it. At what point do you decide that it is going to be a series as opposed to a film? How does that decision come about?
I think
typically?
this particular story was always approached as a series because when Hussain Zaidi came with the story, we have to understand that it is an epic saga, right? The first season itself spans over 3 decades, and it's not a story that is containable because it does not adhere to a certain time frame. So we always approached it. So Renzil and his entire writing team approached it right from the word go as a web show, and that is how we saw it.
In terms of the era that you mentioned, there are obviously a lot of other stories within this genre or the gangsters of that time. Are we going to see any overlapping characters, male, female of that era as well in this?
I don't know if you'll see any overlapping characters. You might see overlapping personalities that you may see, you know, because I mean, how much ever you try, you know, and of course, every writer wants to write the character differently from anything that's been written before.
Yeah.
But certain situations within a scene or within the script take you to places which could maybe remind the viewer of someone that or something that they've seen.
Something familiar.
Yeah, because there's so much made, and it's not just in the Mumbai gangster world. I mean, it's the world over. I mean, right now people are consuming content like in different languages from all over the place.
Yeah.
So you may be reminded of something, but the story in itself is very unique. You know, and the dynamic, especially of the son and the father. That is a very that to me is the beating heart of this season. You know, that's really what the show is about. The question of morality, the question of what, in my understanding, like what defines success. Is it getting money, getting wealthy, or is it maintaining integrity? You know, like, so it's a really interesting kind of like theme. So there's a lot that would like, but and of course, I mean, it's bound to happen that some gangster moment may remind you of something that you've seen somewhere.
Yeah. Avinash, I want to come to you because I think I read somewhere that you were a bit hesitant to take on this very complex character. And I understand where you're coming from when you say that. What I do want to ask you is a little bit more personal. How do you sort of mentally prepare yourself to get out of your comfort zone? Because you kind of have to as an artist to be able to do justice. How do you do that?
Well, that's my job. I want to clear this. I don't think I was hesitant to take it on. Of course, it was daunting to know that the scale that we were trying to create here, what Shujaat's vision for the show was, and of course, it kind of intimidates you. Having said that, I think this is my job to let go of all the inhibitions that I might have, any obstacles or challenges that I might have to take on something like this. Also, I think this is my comfort zone. Like I don't know, really, very honestly, I don't know what my comfort zone is too early in my career. But these are things that I would have always wanted to do in my entire career. And yeah, the moment I came to know that this is something happening, like I said, the moment I auditioned for it, I think I read a couple of scenes and I just knew it was mine. I remember stepping out and coming and telling the casting directors that this is for me.
It felt right.
I have no other explanation for it.
That's good. That's when you know the stars are aligned, I guess. Before I let all of you go, we'll go one by one. And I'm pretty sure you've been asked this question before, but I will ask again. If Bambai is your Jaan, what do you love most about it?
I'm born in Mumbai, brought up in Mumbai, so I don't think I would want to live anywhere else besides Mumbai. So it's that heart that's beating in me.
For me, it's the spirit. It's the spirit of the people. I mean, I might not know my neighbor for 10 years that I'm living, but yeah, if I'm in trouble or if I know that there will be people there for you, I think that unflinching spirit of the city is phenomenal.
Yeah, I mean, I just love how buzzing and alive it is. there's always something going on. Not that I really do much at night, but I know that if I ever needed to, Bombay is the place to be.
It's out there for you if you ever need it.
Sure.
Avinash?
I think it's all accommodating. It is all accepting. It's a city which, when they say city never sleeps, truly never sleeps. I've been to other developed cities around, but truly,
They sleep.
Mumbai does not sleep. Yes, so it's something that aligns with me. Also, it's a fertile land. I feel if you sow seed there, you would have the fruits, and that's the reason it's one of the most densest cities in the world. So, Bambai Meri Jaan.
Well, on that note, thank you so much and good luck with Bambai Meri Jaan.
thank
And
you.
I look
Thank you.
forward to watching it. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much.